Hi guys, this is Ravenclaw What If. Welcome back to another What If story. Now, I decided to release part 0 of this a little bit early, just to get the series out there. Then I'll come back to it to a later date. But, alright, let's get on to, the What If. Sorry guys, I need to make sure nothing pops up. Let's explain a few a thing, and I need to explain something real fast. Now, normally, Familiars is more of a witch territory, but I'm giving Izuku a familiar in the story. It will all be related in the story. So I thought about a cool way to do this. So let's get on to the what if. Miss Midoriya, you need to push. As Inko is screaming from the pain from giving birth to Izuku, as after several hours, Inko is very weak from the process of giving birth. As the doctor's quiet, as he goes, "What's wrong? Is my baby alright?" "I'm sorry, Miss Inko, but your baby has passed." As that broke Inko's heart as she slowly flatlines. As they tried to revive her, as they couldn't. She died from heartbreak. Inko wakes up in a white void as the floor is pure white. As it seems like it goes on if it goes on forever. As she knows she's holding her baby, as Izuku is, making baby noises as she hugs her son. Thank God you're alright. So I lost you she as she cries for several hours, holding her son. As Inko hears footsteps behind her, as she turns around, as she sees it seems like a young boy. My apologies, Miss Inko, I think your name was, if I remember correctly. That was not supposed to happen. I don't know how it happened, but I'll figure it out. Where am I? You're in, what I'd like to call limbo. You and your son were not supposed to die at that current time. So it is a boy. That is. Congratulations. Now, get up, get yourself together. We have a lot to discuss. What is it? Who are you? I have many names, Miss Inka. I've been gone by many things. Don't judge me by the way I look. I'm quite old. We continue to discuss what's going to happen as Inka sees three doors. Now, considering how I fucked up, I'm gonna give you three choices. You and your son will be reincarnated. It all depends on which door you choose. I'm leaving that up to you. After all, you have free will. I made sure you humans, have that. It's very important for your development. You mean, but enter these so-called three doors. Humans. Simple. It depends on what door you choose is what race you will be. You will be reincarnated into another world where you and your son could live happy. Uh, Happy as you can. Fate has a nasty habit of knocking on your door. Really don't care if this is the only way for me and my son to be together. I don't care. Miss Inko, choose. As he steps backwards, as he lets Inko decide what race are are each of these doors. I can't tell you that. Wouldn't want to ruin the surprise. I'm just curious what door you would choose. As she sees Izuku, has his hand stretched out to one of the doors. You like that one? Oh, very well. We'll go through that one, dear. My dear son. As she, pokes him on the nose. Well, I choose that one. Interesting. Very well. Proceed. As Inko goes through the door, as the door shuts, as the mysterious boy smiles, now it begins. I'm quite curious what sort of entertainment those two provide. As the mysterious boy disappears. As Inko gets reincarnated first, because she's the mother, so she goes through her life. This type of dragonkin, it's a basically like a second cousin to the Lumias, the snake people. Limias, I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not totally sure. Like a sister race. They're they don't have the snake body. Well, the snake part. Because Limias have the human part from the head down to the stomach, then the rest is just, like the snakes. It's a snake body, so they're more humanoid. But when one of these snake demonkin are born, they're born with a snake. Inko was born with her snake, and Izuku would be born with his snake. You have Inko in this life. I'm still gonna call her Inko, by the way. So, as she, sits patiently and wait for her, her egg. They are born through eggs, not through a childbirth. As the black egg cracks, bit by bit, as Inko sees her son, as she sees a black snake, curled around Izuku, as she picks them both up. Of Inko as this, her home. It's strictly in the wilderness, away from any civilization from any of the races. Inko's a very powerful sorceress that keeps to herself. I have so much to teach you, little one. We have nothing but time. I'm going to teach you everything I know. Stay here for long, dear. My dear boy. We have to move. As she packs up what she needs for the travel, as she goes deeper into the forest, as Inko's running through the forest with her son, as she gets immediately surrounded by goblins. There's quite a few of them as she's blasting off fire at them out of her hands using a minor fire spell. As she's blasting them, but they're slowly there's too many of them for her to take out all at once while holding her son. The woman came out of nowhere as she was a passing adventurer. As she immediately saw the goblins, as she saw the woman holding the baby, trying to protect her offspring. As this adventurer, Beastman, from the Beastman race, it's not a werewolf, but werewolves and beast this type of beastmen are totally different. So yeah, it's not a werewolf. It's a wolf race, but not quite a werewolf. As she comes rolling through her big axe, as she's chopping these things into pieces. As she stands in front of him, as she swings her weapon, as a huge wind shockwave blows all the goblins away. Ken, get behind me. This is going to be messy. Her weapon starts to emanate energy as it's glowing. A bright, yeah, let's do this way. A bright white. As immediately when she swings it, as the whole area turns to ice. She turns around. You alright? As Inko gets in a defensive stance, what do you want? Huh? You're quite rude, but you're welcome. I just simply wanted to help you out. I saw you carrying your child, so I could not, not see that and not help. It would, I would be a shitty Avenger if I did that. Surprised to see a Demon King so far away from their homeland. I want nothing to do with them. All I care about is my boy. That's all that matters. Very well. Oh, it's not that safe. Living in the wilderness. Why don't you come back to where I live? Why should I trust you? It's either that or you're heading into orc territory and you don't want to come across them while holding your son. Fine. I don't like being in cities, but I don't have the choice at the matter. Yeah, normally we don't. Name's Luna. Inko. Very well, come on. As Inko gets to the city, she sees all different races, getting along. There's a couple of vampires, some werewolves, some elves, some humans, some demonkin, and with some beast people. As this nation is, their leader. I don't know if I'm not sure if the leader is going to be a king or a queen in this one, but I'll figure that out later on. But the ruler of this nation, yeah, they're big on equality and getting along with other races, and none of that infighting bull. And because she's a sorceress, she won't have a hard time finding work. There's not many sorcerers in this nation, so magic is in great demand. Over the several weeks that she spent in this town, she got closer to Luna as they started becoming friends. As Inko went on a couple of adventure jobs with Luna, as she slowly, gained enough money what she wants to do in this town. She bought a property for a little store that she's gonna make, as it's a magic shop where you get potions and remedies, and she does deal with decursing people. So she's well thought out for once she starts opening up the shop. As Inko's little magic shop has got quite popular in town. As she's very well off. She's not a well off as a noble, but as a shop owner, yeah, she doesn't have to worry about much. Because everyone else, everyone needs, healing potions. So, yeah, that's one of her top items. Her healing potions are a lot more potent, and it works a whole lot better than the ones that currently on the market. You have some time has passed. Sorry, guys. Ooh, that hurt. Well, some time has passed. As she's helping a customer, as she hears, little footsteps walking. Where do you think you're going, young man? What, Mom? I'm going out to play outside with the rest of the kids. Not dressed like that. You look like you're about to eat them. And clean up and look. Yeah, don't. You need to go and clean up. Clean up. You're not stepping out of this house like that. This shop. What's wrong with the way I look? And please, put your little shadow snakes away. Fine, Mom. No fun. Just wanted to scare him a little bit. The last thing we need is, pitchforks at our front door. Thank you very much, son. Yeah, Mom, I hear you. I'll behave. Stay away from the slums. I don't want you catch you in that area. Understood, Mom. Remember what I told you, son? Yeah, if I kind of see any witches, I'll stay clear of them. Thank you. You can't trust a witch. Remember that, Mom. Remember that, son. I know, Mom. Witches are bad. Warlocks are worse. Wizards are trash. Sorcerers are supreme. Good. At least you're paying attention to my lessons. Have fun. When you get back, I expect to have about 3 spells curated by the time dinner gets ready. When dinner gets done. Fine, Mom. I'll make this a little. I'll hang out with them. I'll make sure I'll be home a little bit earlier than normal because they're going to make me do work. Don't sigh at me, son. Now shoo. As she shoos him off, as Izuku goes off and plays with, some children around the neighboring children, as, they play whatever games they play. Town's up on something's happening as a new ruler was augmented, not augmented, but a new ruler has taken the throne by, getting old and, the new, or just the person that doesn't want to do it and hand it off to their offspring. As let's say it's a very it's a elf race. It's pretty much a high elf high elf race. I have the picture for it already, so I might as well use it. Running in the middle of the street playing with his friends as he sees a elf woman having trouble with this carrying stuff as everyone's annoying her. As Izuku, excuse me, miss, do you need any help? As well, aren't you a kind one? Yes, it would be greatly appreciated. Okay, miss. As he helps her to what she's carrying it to, as she's like, thank you for the help, young man. No problem, ma'am. You're very polite. I can be. You have a woman in a cloak, a black cloak. You can see she has black long hair as she was watching that event. As the woman smiles, at least some of these people in here, some of this nation are well behaved. I guess ruling this place won't be as bad. As she just wanted to take a look at the people that she'll be ruling over. Just to get a better feel of normal life. Izuku's snake, appears around his neck. As it hisses at, it just sticks its tongue at Izuku's cheek as, alright. I think I have some here. As he has a small mouse, as he tosses it, as Izuku's knight chomps down and eats it, swallows it whole. Let's scratch it. I'm gonna call him Void, as Void chomps down on his food. Void says in a scraggly voice, thank you, as he's like, thank you. Something like that. As he, disappears. As Izuku's, strictly connected to his familiar. Roll cloak people gets behind the woman. Your Majesty, you shouldn't be here. I know. I was just seeing what normal life was here like. That young man right there. I want to know who he is, who his parents are. This called me intrigued. I've never seen a familiar like that. Oh, Demonkin, and I've know quite a bit about the snake Demonkins, but that's a trait I've never seen in their race before. Very well, ma'am. We'll look into it. You need to get back to the castle. Yeah, I hear you. I'm supposed to be the one ruling, not you. As she gives a crocky grin, as the person in another cloak sighs, as they go off to the castle. A few weeks, go by. close to a month, as nothing happens really out of the ordinary, and their normal routine happens. Izuku is studying magic, and as when he has spare time, he goes out and play with his friends. Until one day he gets, as Inko gets, a visitor, as two royal guards of, the castle comes in to ask, "Are you Inko? And is your son named Izuku?" I don't know what their last name would be. Are you Inko Blackscale? And is your son Izuku Blackscale? I have. What have my son done this time? No, no, no. You're not in trouble at all. The queen requests the audience with you two. I understand. I understand me, but why my son? She was specifically adamant that your son must be present. Very well. When do we leave? Immediately. Izuku, put down your work and where you have to get. We have to go to the castle. Understood, Mom. Inko and sorry, Inko and Izuku get to the throne room as they see, a elf with black hair with yellow eyes. And she's like, "So you must be the potion maker. That's been quite a stir, quite popular in the nation. I wanted to meet you at some point, but events has increased our meeting. Considering how the nation's limited on magic, don't know see how that happened. When you have, excuse me my comments, but elves ruling, they should have magic established everywhere. But no, I have to pick up the pieces. No matter. I would like to offer you a position as my court sorcerer. Talents are being wasted in that shop. Not saying your work is anywhere not important. You've made amazing progress with your potion making, some of your healing, some of your magical items, and your curse removal is top notch. One of the best I've seen so far. Removing curses is a nasty business. You, Izuku. As she gets off her throne as everyone's telling her, like, "What are you doing, Queen?" Silence. As she kneels down on Izuku's eye level, and you, little one, why did you help that elf? What? As Inko looks at, yeah, um, as Inko's like, "You going to have to be more specific, Your Majesty. I helped many elves." Interesting. So she wasn't the first you helped. No. He puts a bright smile as she ruffles his hair. "You're a good kid. This world is surely needs a whole lot more of you. You can, there's no rush on this, Inko. You could think about it. Come to castle, let's say, I'll, I'll give you about 3 weeks. Come to castle when you have uh, come back to the castle when you make your decision." Understood, Your Majesty. As Inko and Izuku leave, tell you about helping the elves. Not to do it. And what did you do? I kind of did. I mean, the lady needed help. I understand. But we must not interact with the other species as much as possible. I do it because I have to make money. Listen, sweetheart, we are demonkin. Yes, some demonkin are treated nicely, but we're snake demonkin. We're most hated than the rest of our kin. I have no hatred towards the elf race. I simply just want to protect you. That's all. I understand, Mom, but I could not let the lady, not help her. I understand you have a good heart. That's what I love about you the most, dear. My dear son. And she, pokes his nose. Come on, let's head back. You have to continue your studies, and I have to think about things. As the days progress, as Inko seriously, thinks about this. If she takes this position, she would have a more better way to provide for her son and protect him the way she wants to. Izuku is special. He doesn't have a dad. He was created through magic. Because Inko wasn't about, to get involved with anyone else. She likes to keep to herself, and now she's stuck in the town, so that's kind of hard for her, but she she tries. So eventually, she came to the decision that she will, accept the kind offer. As they get back to the castle, as Inko says she'll take the deal, as the queen is happy for her decision. She wasn't going to force her, so she's not that type of ruler. She might look serious and not emotional, but yeah, she's not like that. She just has to put that for, she's a ruler of a nation, so she has to act the part. Lillian, the queen, and Inko, her time working as the court sorcerer, as they've gone pretty close. They're pretty much good friends by at this point. As Izuku has been growing up according to Inko's designed, as it's strictly, training, magical training, and hand to hand combat, and just making sure he has the necessary skills to survive the world. Inko and the Queen, as they're sitting down drinking tea, you know, I know it's your son and all. I have no say in this, but aren't you a little hard on the boy? I understand, training's important, but he doesn't do a whole lot outside of that. I know, Your Majesty, but he needs to be prepared for life ahead. He's not going to stay here his whole life. He'll want to go venture on and make his own way. I'm just preparing him. That's all. I do appreciate, your feedback. I do respect your decision. Well, now, I respect your opinion. Hear loud, clash of battle in the training area as you have Luna as she's going head to head to Izuku. As Izuku just has a plain, katana. As their weapons are colliding, as the katana has been infused with magic. Izuku's infusing with magic so it doesn't get snapped in half by this big axe that she likes to carry around. She's struggling to battle her as she's going faster and faster. Suddenly, she swings upwards as Izuku's sword gets flown out of his hands as she stops her axe at his neck as she smiles. I win, boy. I win, kid, like I always do. Like, of course you won, because you're old. As she socks him in the head. I'm not old. I'm experienced. Yeah, that's what I said. No, you called me old. Isn't that the same thing? Oh, I just want to hit you. Again. Yeah, I know. So are we done yet, or do we want to go another round? If you want to get your butt kicked, we could go another round. Yeah, I'm going to pass on that, Luna. Auntie Luna, that's better. Now, you probably have some more classes to take. Yeah, I know. Mom's really piling on the lessons. She's being extremely more thorough in the past couple months. Something's been bugging her. I really don't know what. Yeah, well, your mom's is a busy woman. Yeah, I know. Being, the court sorcerer and all, she has a lot of responsibilities. I know, Luna. Oh, I'll see you in our next sparring session. We're gonna probably cut our episode off there. Hope you guys have a good night and day judging by time zones, and I'll catch you in the next video.